guarantee a spot tomorrow night in the semi-final of the women's 1500.
And
She receives a warm round of applause.
You know, her training method is a lot of aerobic work, and she really dove into that this year so that she'd have more strength through the rounds. She's hoping that all that extra strength work will pay off feeling good and fresh in the final.
If you're watching on the East Coast and you're wondering about what time is bedtime tonight, stay up. We got the men's 100 metres coming up. 7 heats where you'll see the Olympic champion, Marcel Jacobs of Italy. You'll see Fred Curley, who won silver in Tokyo last year. You'll see him and a whole lot more. But this is the women's 1500 metres third and final heat to determine what the semi-finals look like tomorrow night.
And as we see before, you see them off that line very, very quick, and then they kind of put on the brakes. They want to fall into position. They want to find out, you know, the perfect position for them. We see Hall right there from Australia, and she was the 1500 meter record holder from Australia, but she had a very, very good run at the Olympic Games. She finished 6th in the final.
Winnie Nanyondo takes the front, the Ugandan. And when you see that stripy yellow top of the Ugandan national team, takes me back to thinking about Nakai, who won the 800 metres in a really physical way at the World Championships in Doha now 3 years ago in 2019, and the two of them celebrated that World Championship for Nakai. But this is not the 800, this is the 1500, so maybe Nanyondo can do her country proud and go through to the semis by being in the top 6 at the end of this race.
And we see Sagai, she's moved on the outside. She wants to stay out of trouble. She just wants to run along as easy as possible. And we just see the first quarter at 67.17. So this is quite a bit slower than the last heat that we just saw.
Let's get you back to field. Here's Trey Hardy, Paul Swangard, fellas.
The three-ring circus continues inside the track. The Olympic champion, Katie DeJean, at 14.9.
Woo, right down the middle. Man, I love track meets. This is awesome. So much action, and the Olympic champion is on to the next part. Might take 1 or 2 more, but we got a competition brewing here. Back to you, Lee.
Nice to see that expression, Trey. She was pleased with that. Well done, Katie. As this is Australia's Lyndon Hall, a 2-time Olympian, takes the front of this pack, but it might be only briefly, because here comes the opposition from Gudaf Sagai.
And what Gudaf Sagai does so well is she just is a grinder. She will take it to the front and grind that pace and wear people out. And Corey McGee is smart to go here. She knows this is a real move. This is a person I need to follow. I need to put myself in a position to be in that top 6 when we come down that home stretch.
So Sagai, Winnie Nanyondo, Winnie Chebet of Kenya running third there. You see in the black and red. And look, already there's some jostling for better track position.
Look at Sagai and the control and effortlessness of her stride. And you know, it makes me laugh because when she races, she's so focused, she almost looks angry. But if you follow her on social media, on her Instagram, she's laughing, smiling. She loves what she does. And this is good. This is stretching out now as they come in for this final lap. Everyone needs to move up and get themselves in position or protect the position that they are in here on this final stretch.
You like the look of Corey McGee? Corey's put herself in a good position with 1 to go as the bell rings.
Corey McGee looks really good to me. She almost looks like she's cutting her stride a little bit, like there's more there, and she's just trying to hold back and run through smart. Lyndon Hall is looking good as well, and this is stretched out. You know, we're going to see 6 people that really have pulled away from the rest of the pack here.
Federica Del Buono of Italy was surging there, but she has now dropped off this pack as each and every one of these women at the front try to be and consolidate their position in the top 6. You get the automatic pass through to tomorrow's semi-final.
Well, Sagai is making them work for it, Lee. Her last lap was a 62, which is well under 4-minute 1500 meter pace. So she is making everyone work for this now. She's not going to let them just jog through. And now we see those top 6 fighting, and they want to make sure they protect their position as they head down the home stretch.
Well, there's a gap too, isn't there? There's a gap as Winnie Nanyondo of Ethiopia, she might be, pardon me, of Uganda, she might be in doubt. She might be in doubt because there's a late surge, and Nanyondo will lose out. Corey McGee, she's going to have to fight hard, but she will go through. She'll be in that top 6, Corey McGee, as Sagai takes out that third and final heat in a 4:02.67.
Lee, for a prelim to go in 4:02, is very, very fast. This is making me get really excited about what we might see in the final. And Sagai looked so in control there. She just started dropping down the pace. It didn't look like she was running any harder, but she was running significantly faster. And she really stretched that out. 4:02 for the first round at a World Championship. Very, very fast.
And all three Team USA women go through. Sinclair Johnson, Ellie St. Pierre, and Corey McGee are through to the semi-final of the women's 1500. It was Sofia Ananui of Poland who made that late surge and got by Winnie Nanyondo.
You know, you never can be too comfortable in that final